Yo, what up? FPL Gronk here. I've got another video. This one's all about team structure and are those pesky premium forwards actually worth all the dosh? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Um, this video is going to be me checking out basically what team structure I'm thinking about moving into. Now, I've heard a lot of people talk about maybe people starting to go a little bit deeper on the bench because there might be a lot of rests coming up with like big Champion Leagues games, stuff like that. So I'm trying to look at my own team to try and figure out where I want to spend that money and where I'm going to get the cash. And I've started looking at the premiums. Now, obviously, everyone's all about Kane. He just got 7 goals in 2 games for England, but England are looking pretty good, I guess. Spurs, maybe with Conte, maybe not. Eventually, maybe sooner rather than later. I don't know, but a lot of people are going that way. So, I kind of already stuffed it up by going for Gallagher this week. I could have done Vardy to Kane, but I think I'm kind of glad that I haven't, and I'm going to try and explain why. So the first thing I'm going to get into is points per million, right? Now, so this is like a statistic that, I mean, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but the points that a player gets versus how much they actually cost to have in your team and the best value players. So here's live data, and we can see that James from Chelsea is best points per million. You've also got per minute, points per minute there. So he's killing it in that rank. I know, do I do it? Oh, wait. Ooh. I'm not sure which one the default is set on. Oh boy, I've stuffed it. Wait up. I'll just refresh. Refresh is your friend, right? Okay, come on. Come on. All right, it's going to load any minute now. There we go. Sweet. All right, so I don't quite know. This must be in order of this one here, points per million, right? Which is, I guess, what it says. And you can kind of see per minute there too, which might be a. I know. I guess there's a lot of data here, and I don't quite know how to look at it, but I don't see any forwards on this list, right? They're attacking defenders, and some of these cheaper midfielders, right? Gallagher and Smith Rowe. Ramsdale's up there. Wow, right? So this is pretty awesome, and it fills me with confidence with what I'm thinking. So I'll just look at my team now, just for the sake of it. I'm just going to go to transfers, right? And I'm kind of this is kind of revolving around what I'm thinking about doing with my transfers. So I'm thinking I might go. I'll hold Vardy for the Chelsea thing, and he's got a few nice fixtures coming up after that. So he might be worth the hold there. Tony, I've kind of wanted to get rid of, but obviously I'm holding him for this week. See how he goes. If he blanks, maybe him down to Huang. But I'm pretty happy with my team structure, getting Gallagher in and everything. There's like a bit of a benching headache this week, but I'd actually almost expect one of these big boys at the back to get rested, maybe even Foden. Some people are talking about getting rested. So who knows? I might rely on my bench, so this could actually be a sweet move. What I'm thinking about doing long term is actually, maybe not long term, maybe actually pretty soon, is getting rid of Rudiger and getting Chilwell, right? Because some people are doing James, some people are doing Chilwell, and a few people are doing both. And I reckon, why not have both, right? God wills it.
God wills it!
And having both of those guys is probably a pretty sweet idea. So I'd like to do that. I might hold Vardy until those fixtures dry up. And at that time, I might even go down to, there's a few people I could go down to. Let's just say, for argument's sake, I go down to Huang. And it might be Tony next week that goes to Huang, but whatever. I mean, the team structure is going to look the same eventually. Huang's got a really nice 2 fixtures. Actually, I'm just, for the sake of it, I'm gonna put Huang here. Remove player. Huang. Where is he? Boom. And I'm going to get Calvert-Lewin. I think his return date is not this weekend, but next weekend. I think obviously he's going to get not like he'll have limited minutes while they get his fitness back up. Like what is it, thigh injury? So legs, yeah, they probably won't mess around with that. But we'll see. It's just like a watch in case. But I reckon Vardy down to him maybe in like 4 or 5 weeks could be really sweet, and it gives me plenty of cash to play with. So I don't know if I got rid of Vardy sooner, I could even get like say Jota. Who everyone's kind of like harping on about. Maybe it's not Jota though. Maybe it's I don't know, Trossard or something. I could afford a lot of players and I'll still have 1 million. So there's plenty of cash to play with this structure. I probably could even do Sanchez up to Ramsdale. I'd probably hold Sanchez for a bit because his fixtures aren't too bad. Whereas Ramsdale, where are you, buddy? Here he is. He's got a little bit of poop to wade through. And then they get relatively okay for the rest of the season. So, I mean, that could even be a wild card down the track, but I'm just thinking maybe Ramsdale. And look, I've still got point 0.8, and I love having a bit in the bank in case like one of these guys goes down. I don't know, Rafinha, his fixtures get a bit stinky as well, and I think about the same time West Ham's get good. So it could be Ben Rama, it could be Bowen, and I can afford either. So that would be really nice. And look at that, like, who do you bench here? I'd probably have Livramento as cover most weeks. Hwang, if one of the other guys has a poopy fixture, he's on the bench. And then any of these 5 in the middle, I could swap them out, or I might have 2 forwards on the bench, right? So that could be like a 4-5-1. So I'm just looking at my team structure. Obviously, these Claudes are still in my team, but for the sake of it, let's just play around with it. So maybe Antonio doesn't have a great fixture, so we're getting the midfielders on. Tony, what a waste of time, right? He can go on the bench. Maybe he's Hwang by then, right? So, and yeah, let's get our Chelsea player back on. I just really like the idea of having these 4 just gods at the back. That's what everyone's talking about. I mean, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Cancelo, James, and this probably will be Chilwell. It's just all the attacking points. The clean sheet, I heard it on a podcast earlier. It's kind of like a bonus for these guys. Their range is very good.
Soldier, I ordered you to move those catapults forward. They're out of range.
Range is good.
I think in the middle, like rotating one of these guys could be applicable, but I think that's where we've seen the value is, right? So I might be just picking a key defender, but it just depends on the fixtures. I reckon it gives me heaps of awesome flexibility. People are saying it's all about depth now. It's time to get deep. It's not like a bench boost trap. I'm not even thinking about bench boost, but if these players like these guys at the back, they could get rested. You know, we might have James and Chilwell out rested for a big Champions League game. So I'd need Livramento to come on, and then maybe it's one of my other forwards, right? But yeah, I just think it's more flexible. The benching headaches, as much as I hate them, I just reckon it's not that much of an issue. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Like mostly a 4-5-1, but maybe a 4-4-2 or a 3-4-5-2. I just think that's really the best thing moving forward. So that's what I'm thinking. Well, I didn't really go into the premium thing. God, I'm such a good YouTuber. So I think if I just do stats, like compare some players or something. Look, I don't know. This is obviously a lot more in depth than my like puny little brain can like bear to function. But as an example, where am I? Okay, so let's say Kane. Where is he? We'll just go to forwards. Let's look at Hwang, who is just under 6 million, and Kane, who is just over 12, right? Now I'm just choosing those two because it's pretty easy maths, right? Hwang's basically half the price, right? So my thinking is like having Hwang, say he scores 10 points 1 week, right? And Kane gets 20 points. That's like about the same value, right? So Hwang just getting a little bit is better value. I know obviously that value goes onto your bench sometimes if you're that deep. And Kane also, if you're using him as a differential, like if you, I don't know, have the gonads or the ovaries or whatever you got, and find the audacity in yourself to shift that armband off Salah, and you go Kane and he hauls and gets 20 points, then you get 40, and that's awesome value. So I'm not disputing that, but I just feel like I know obviously you can't really look at Kane's data because it's pre-Conte and he's been out of form, and maybe he'll start hauling. But I just feel like Hwang and your other forwards don't have to haul nearly as much to justify that price, right? And that's how I'm choosing to look at it. Now, everyone's going to make up their own little spin on things to try and justify the moves they're making, and I guess I'm doing that too to an extent. But it's if you've watched any of my previous videos, you might remember that I was in a threemium structure with Salah, Lukaku, and Ronaldo. And this is my first season at FPL, and it really bit me hard. And so I kind of have moved away from that. And I'm thinking kind of long term. I just don't want to be in that bind again. I want to have flexibility. I've got the extra cash in the bank with these kind of moves that I'm looking to make. I just like it. I like it a lot, and it's what I'm probably going to do. So anyway, that's my video for today. I hope you like this crap. If anyone out there is watching it, please like and subscribe. Help me out. Don't make me feel like a loser. All right, thanks. Bye. Another video coming up tomorrow. Probably I'm just going to go deeper into transfers tomorrow, and then team selection the following day. All right, thank you, and bye.